What's up and welcome guys, and today I will be taking you to a few different places in Sylhet, and this will be my final vlog in Bangladesh, which begins with a tour of Sylhet and ends with my journey back to UK, so sit back and enjoy. So it's my last day in Bangladesh and I'm not gonna waste time sitting around in the house, so let's get going. You know what, should have thought this one through. Who has their doors locked in the daytime? Let's do it again. There we go, this looks more realistic and I'm sure everyone's gonna believe I'm vlogging live from Bangladesh now. In my last few videos I showed you guys my house, but I forgot to show you my rooftop, so before we head out let me just quickly show you something amazing. One of our tenants that live in our Bangladesh property decided to start vegetable farming, and as you can see this guy is a legend. He's literally got every type of vegetable growing that you can think of, and the craziest part of it is he's done it all on our rooftop. By the way, in my previous video I mentioned I'm currently looking to get into planting. Take a wild guess what triggered me. I really don't know what it is about growing your own vegetables, but I really do find it fascinating. I'm sure everyone's aware that vegetables are cheap and readily available no matter whatever country you're from. You know what, I really need to stop making these jokes about Agoramli Manush, as now I even speak like them. Before coming to Bangladesh, I did actually try to grow my own tomatoes, chilies, but nothing worked out. I got really annoyed and bought a cactus plant. You're probably thinking, why a cactus plant? Well, a cactus plant never lets you down. It just stays alive no matter what. By the way, that's the reason I wanted to buy papaya seeds in the last video. As you can see, when the plant grows, it looks amazing. I bet you're thinking, I thought this guy said he's not going to waste any time today. Well, what can I say? I've mastered the art of trickery. Anyway, let's go and check out as much of Sylhet as possible, as it's my last day.
A few minutes later.
Beautiful hot day, sun is shining. Well, not for long. Going back to UK in the winter season, so probably won't see the sun for the next few months. I really will miss Bangladesh. Been here for so long, got used to everything. Anyway, I thought I'll start this final tour of Sylhet by going to the cow market of Khazi Bazaar. Now, majority of my subscribers are Bangladeshis from all over the world, so I assume they will know and understand what I'm about to show next. However, I do have a large amount of subscribers and viewers that are not Bangladeshi, so I'll explain these pictures on the wall. The people that haven't been to Bangladesh before are probably thinking, man, this must be a violent country as all the pictures seem to be of men with guns. Well, it's not what it looks like. These are actually drawings of the freedom fighters of 1971, as what now is Bangladesh was back then East Pakistan, and I believe some type of armed conflict broke out. Now, my understanding about all of this is, yes, a lot of wrong may have been done, but that was done by the previous nations, and we the newer generation should not hold these grudges against one another. Anyway, that's enough history lessons for one video. You know what, Agoramli Manshe hoita. Manshore khali ashailo na manshore tura history hi kain lage. Now, Bangladesh traffic normally gets on my nerves, but it's funny how you know it's your last day and you look at this traffic and you think, I'm gonna miss Bangladesh. Or maybe that's just me. I swear, us Bangladeshi men are truly a talkative bunch. As you can see, any chance we get, we start up a conversation. So it's 3 days later, and as expected, I'm feeling hungry and I came across this place. Now, this tasty treat has got branches all over Bangladesh, and I have actually saw quite a few in Sylhet but never tried it before, so let's go in. So I decided to go for the Mexican burgers, not because I tried it before, but because it looks the nicest. I don't actually think the guy heard me, so let's try again. As you know from my previous videos, whenever I go to a restaurant to eat, I show the inside as much as possible. But this time I couldn't really record much as all type of crazy things took place. As soon as I got my camera out to record all the different food available in this place, a couple of men came in dressed as women and they demanded money from the people who work in here. By the way, this isn't the first time I came across these people, as every time you use Bangladesh train service, 99% of the time you will come across them and they will ask for money. To be honest, I'm not too sure what the deal is with these people, but I'll give you some advice. If you do come across them, the best thing to do is give them 10-20 taka and they will leave you to it. Just to let you know, as soon as they walked in, I turned my camera off and didn't record any of the chaos, as I knew they were going to create a huge scene, which they did. By the way, the reason it's so dark in here is because the electricity went. They did actually have a generator, but for some reason it was still dark in here. Anyway, got the burger in front of me. Now this Mexican burger was really strange as it was full of coleslaw but there was hardly any meat in there. Who knows, maybe that's how Mexicans like their burgers. La hamburguesa estaba bien. By the way, checked on Google, that's how you say burger was okay in Mexican. Anyway, let's go to the cow marquee. Now Sylhet city has its fair share of tall buildings, but I always think to myself, I wonder how these would look next to the skyscrapers of Dubai. Probably like a small garden shed. Anyway, you're probably thinking, why on earth did I decide to come to a cow marquee on my last day in Bangladesh? Well, to be honest, I don't want to go back to UK and think to myself, I wish I went to this place and that place one last time, so here I am. So, just got into the cow marquee and first thing first, goats. I really don't know what it is about goats, but I just find it to be such a boring animal. I was actually just going to walk past this place, but then I thought since I'm here, I might as well show you guys around. By the way, the main reason I'm here is to make the video at least 20 minutes long. Anyway, as you can see, this place has got all different breeds of goats, but the sad part of all of this is I don't really know much about goats. Well, I do know one is called Ramsagol, and take a wild guess, the one that I could have talked about is not here. As I mentioned in my previous videos, when you're in Bangladesh, you will pretty much see goats any and everywhere. But the thing that confuses me is who owns these random goats that walk around everywhere. I guess it's one of them questions that no one has an answer to. But then again, in my personal opinion, I think them road goats don't follow rules of society. Call it thug life goats if you will. Now, what I'm about to show you next is called a sheep. Not a goat, but a sheep. Yes, you heard right, a sheep. That's S-H-E-E-P. Why am I putting so much emphasis on this? Well, someone in one of my previous videos really did not like me calling a sheep a goat. Well, to that I say, hi, আমি ছাগল ডাকছি, ছাগলটা তো আর মানুষ ডাকছি না. Nah, I'm only joking. Someone did actually write a comment about this, but I thought I'll use it to crack a few jokes. So whoever wrote that comment, don't get offended. Anyway, I was actually waiting here for a while as I thought a fight was about to break out between these two goats. But these goats were only play fighting. I'll tell you what, if you want to see a real goat fight, go for the Thug Life Road goats. Anyway, been in here for a while, let's go and check out some cows.
A few inches later.
Now anyone seeing this cow marquee for the first time is probably thinking what a nice and calm area this is. Perfect for a Sunday walk, some may say. Well, this is what it looks like during busy times. As you can see, cow marquee is really quiet today. To be honest, the best day to come to cow marquee in Bangladesh would be Friday. But if you want to see the real action, then you need to come before Eid. Then again, before Eid, you don't even need to come to a cow marquee because whole of Bangladesh literally becomes a cow marquee and people pretty much sell cows any and everywhere. By the way, I was actually here for Eid, and as you know, every Eid there's always that one cow that comes on sale that's literally the talk of the town. And this year that cow was priced at £10,000 and it was called Bahadur, which basically in English means brave. By the way, every time I talk about this Bahadur, I get really sad as I done a vlog on this amazing cow, and just before uploading it to YouTube, I deleted everything by accident. Anyway, I think I need to move away from these cows as Bahadur was the same color and is bringing you all back to me. 15 minute mon moto khanchi. So, been walking around for the past 15 minutes and I'm not too sure how much of this is true, but someone told me these tall white cows are actually a special breed that are imported from India. To be honest, it might be true as quite a few different people told me this, but one thing I can tell you for sure is no one tried to explain this. S plus M divided by 2. Anyway, as you can see, this cow is left all alone. Now let me teach you some basics about cow markets. Number 1 rule, you never go near a cow that's left alone as they're normally quite violent. You know what agoram liman she hoita, ekhla goru mane fagla goru. As I mentioned before, I do have a large number of viewers that are not Bangladeshi and they're all probably wondering, I wonder how much these cows costs. Well, fellow non-Bangladeshi viewers, don't worry, that's what I'm here for. Okay, out of all of these cows, let's just say you wanted to buy this one, it would cost you around... You know what, I'm not even gonna bother. If you want to find out the real prices of these cows, you need to find someone else, as anything I say, most likely it's a lie. To be honest, cow prices go up and down depending on the breed you're looking to buy and also when and where you buy it. For example, if you buy a cow during Eid times, obviously you're looking to pay a lot more, but at the same time, if you buy a cow from village, you're looking to pay a lot less, even if it's during Eid times. By the way, this rule doesn't apply if you live outside of Bangladesh like myself, as let's face it, we're not exactly the best when it comes to bargaining. You know what, looking at all of these cows, I just realised cows are just the same as goats. All they do is just stand around and eat. I wonder why I hate goats so much then. I guess animal prejudice is a real thing. Anyway, this is one of my favorite cows. In Bangladesh, they call it Nepalese cow, but one of my subscribers told me it's actually a breed imported from India and it's got nothing to do with Nepal. I really do feel sad when I see our Bangladeshi cows, as next to all these different breeds, they look really tiny and no one really gives them any attention. By the way, the cow I mentioned before, priced at £10,000, called Bahadur, the reason he caught everyone's attention was mainly because he was a Bangladeshi breed and he grew to an enormous size. There was a lot of rumours that the owner of Bahadur used to feed it humans, but not sure how much of that is true. Anyway, been here for a while, let's get out of here.
12 seconds later.
So, just got out the cow Marquee, and I'm not going to get a rickshaw CNG today, as my plan is to see as much of Sylhet by walking around. Now, whenever you're walking around in Bangladesh, without a doubt you're going to come across a crowd of people looking at something. And as you walk towards them, like myself, you think to yourself, man, I have to see this, there has to be something interesting taking place there. And then you see it's only a tree being cut down and you think to yourself, that was a waste of time, shall I buy some coffee, as I do have a 14-hour flight ahead of me.
5 minute bade.
Been walking around for so long, and as you can see, the day is really hot today and I'm feeling really thirsty. And I know everyone will say this footage is planned, but it's just a coincidence that I find this man selling some sugarcane juice just as I turn my camera. Now, one thing I find amazing about Bangladesh are these business on wheels. Whoever came up with the idea first should be given an award, as they're not too expensive to buy and a lot of poor people use them to set up their own business. I remember back in the days when I used to come to Bangladesh, these sugarcane stands used to be completely different. They used to have a huge wheel-like thing which they used to turn to get all the juice out. But nowadays, as you can see, even something as small as a sugarcane stand is petrol powered.
Sasa, amar ek glass leba.
Now, words really can't explain how loud this petrol powered engine was, and I couldn't hear a single thing. I literally went deaf.
Ek glass. Ekta glass leba. Di? Buchi na? Ekta glass leba. Ek glass.
I told you he was loud, and the uncle probably thought I really am deaf. To be honest, I only worked out what he was saying when I was making this video. Anyway, as you can see, it really is shocking how much juice actually comes out from one single sugarcane. One thing I find amazing about Bangladesh is majority of its street food, or in this case street drink, are made from fresh fruits and vegetables. And the craziest part of all of this is, because Bangladesh is a tropical country, it doesn't really matter what season it is, as there's always some unique street food being sold. As you can see, this glass of sugarcane juice looks really nice, and the only thing missing was a couple of cubes of ice. And the sad part of all of this is I was so thirsty and the day was so hot, all I had to do was look at the glass and it was empty. So just found this busy place and I thought I'll just stand around and enjoy this chaos for the last time. Now, one thing I really wanted to show my viewers is the arguments that happen between people in these busy places. I have actually witnessed many of these funny arguments during my stay in Bangladesh, but truthfully they're not really nice to record, so to give you an idea of what it's like, take a look at this.
আজকে আমার শরীর খারাপ, আমি আজকে মারামারি চাই না, আমি হোটেলের উপরে উঠে গিয়ে ঘুমাইছিলাম। শরীর খারাপ হইলে কি হইল, মাথার তো আমারও বেদনা, ইবাইদি সর্দি চাতাইলার, কিন্তু মায়ের তোমার লগে আজকে করিয়াও সারমু। আইচ্ছা দুসুম লাত খাইলে মাথা যে গাতাইব। হইছে নি না রে, আমার সর্দি, আমার মাফ করি দাও। মাফ চাওয়া চাবি নাই, তোমার চৌক আমি চাই। কেচ আমার চৌক হইছি না, আমারে চলাইতে না, আমি বহুত বড় সাফ। অখন শান্তি নি মাইর খাইয়া যাই গিন থাকি পুলিশ আইব।
Okay, fair enough. That might have been slightly exaggerated, as the arguments on the streets of Bangladesh are not that dangerous. Anyway, as I was saying before, Bangladesh is a tropical country, so there's never any shortage of fresh fruits and vegetables. But one thing I found really sad is that people of Bangladesh don't really have any fruits. And this is mainly because I remember a few years ago when I came to Bangladesh, they showed on TV some of these sellers use some sort of chemicals on the fruits to keep it looking fresh for days. Now, I'm not saying it's not true, but I just think it's sad in a country where there's abundance of fresh fruits and now everyone's scared to have it. শাক সবজি রেকর্ড করতে করতে একটা আমার ক্যামেরা তুলে দিকে আমি এক ব্রিজের খান্দা দিচ্ছি। So just come to famous Keen Bridge of Sylhet, and I don't know what it is about this bridge, but every time I come to Bangladesh, the first place I visit is this bridge. For the people that don't know, large vehicles, even cars, are not allowed on this bridge, and it's mainly used by people walking from one side to another. CNG and rickshaw also use this bridge, and no animals are allowed, but these thug life road goats that go against all rules also manage to use it. Anyway, it's my last day, so let's go for a quick walk on this bridge. Now, in my opinion, this bridge is the most unique bridge in Sylhet, but don't for once think it's just a bridge. Oh no. As you can see, you can pretty much get your full house shopping done here. You can also speak to a therapist, get your teeth whitened, have some street food, or maybe your headphones have stopped working. Well, there you go. Don't know how, but my Poundland headphones still seem to be working fine, and I don't really need any of these things. But I'll tell you something I was looking for was papaya seeds, and by the looks this guy was selling them, but I got so carried away with recording these footages I didn't even realize he was selling them. Anyway, I don't know if you know this about me, but I have a bit of a sweet tooth and I enjoy anything that's sweet, and I'm sure if I look hard enough there'll be something here. And I think you know what's about to happen next. Things really do fall into place when you edit videos weeks after recording it. Of course it's 20 taka for one. It's not going to be 20 taka for all of them, is it? Anyway, I think these are miniature versions of shampapri, which is a very popular food in Bangladesh. Not really sure what you call it in English. Let's just say something sweet. The kid was really shy. To be honest, he's better than me as I never show my face on camera. Anyway, got my 105 a day sorted, so let's get going. Now, as I walk up Mount Everest, let me just quickly first of all remind myself and also the viewers about something very important. If you ever come to Bangladesh and you come across some of these small street traders, and even if you don't need what they are selling, just try to spend a little bit of money anyway. These are our brothers and sisters who work really hard to earn a little bit of money, and also we can't forget, if God willed, we could have been in their position. So just got to the middle of the bridge, and I showed you guys this before, the Great Shurma River, long as the River Nile, and apparently it's been here since records began. And here's the other side of the river, and that's the famous selfie bridge. To be honest, in my opinion, I think they only built that bridge because it's so difficult to take a selfie on this bridge. By the way, if you ever come to this Keene bridge, don't even bother trying to take a selfie, as most likely this is what you'll hear. Oh, Amar bhai, selfie tula roile selfie bridge jao. I Keene bridge ya muramuri khor rahe khane. Anyway, I think it's time for me to get off this bridge, and I know this looks like a time lapse, but I'm actually running.
Eventually.
Now, one thing I will miss the most about Bangladesh would have to be all the different variety of food being sold in restaurants. I mean, just look at this fried food galore. All of these food are quite common in Bangladesh and can be found pretty much in any restaurant. As you can see, you have samosas, chicken and meat kebab, and the small yellow balls in Bangladesh are called fiaizi, but I call them dalfuri, which is basically made out of lentils. Or if you want to go for the healthy option, these green things are actually made out of spinach. I'm sure every Bangladeshi viewer knows what a shingara is, and I have to say I was really disappointed this time I came to Bangladesh, as back in the day shingara used to be full of variety of things, but nowadays it's just full of onions. And of course this restaurant has jalebi. By the way, that's the posh way of saying it. I call them jilafi. I was actually thinking about having one, but I'll give you a miss, as since I've been to Bangladesh I've had so many of these, I'm quite certain I've got diabetes by now. I do actually have jalebi in UK sometimes, but I have to say it's never the same as Bangladesh. Anyway, this must be torture for the people watching this video, so let's get going. Don't know what it is about last day in Bangladesh, but you feel like seeing everything, and out of all the days, this daytime becomes an issue. By the way, I was actually sitting in the CNG for a while as the traffic was really bad. I was smiling at everyone, but deep down I knew this was my final CNG journey. So just got to Amborkhana. It's busy as usual, and you'll be happy to hear I've got my fan addiction under control. I really will miss Amborkhana, as the hustle and bustle in this place really is next level. Anyway, looking at all this chicken, I just remembered I need to buy some chicken for the house, so let's pay a visit to the chicken shop. And no, I don't mean chicken and chips. By the way, it's really sad what happened when I went into this shop. I had a really funny conversation with the owner, and I was basically trying to show a step-by-step guide on how to buy a chicken in Bangladesh. You know, a funny version. And only when I was done I worked out I didn't even press record on my camera. I was so annoyed when I found out. I decided to go back into the shop, and well, what you're seeing now is not actually the chicken I bought, it's someone else's chicken. By the way, I know a lot of people will think this is a really graphic footage, but the truth has to be shown, and this is the reality of what happens to a chicken before you eat it. To be honest, this truth has hit me really hard, as I was under the impression chickens fall down from the sky and land in Tesco and Asda. But that's Bangladesh for you. It throws the truth in your face whether you like it or not, and turns you into a man. You know what, I can't do this anymore. It's reminding me of my pet chicken Pintu. So let's quickly wrap this up and let's get out of here. So got a feast sorted out for my last meal in Bangladesh. Chicken, fish, desserts, bakhor khani, Sprite, you name it, I've got it. And yes, I know I'm going on like it's my last day on earth rather than last day in Bangladesh. I bet you're thinking, why on earth did I buy so much food for my last day? Well, an old wise man in Bangladesh once told me, লন্ডনও যাইরা রে বাবা এটা তো বালা কথা কিন্তু এক কথা তোমারে কই পেট ভরিয়া খাইয়া যাইবাই খেনে আরবার কিতা জিকাও বাংলাদেশ বিমানে যাইরাই ভুলি গেছনি প্লেনের মাঝে খানি দিবনি এটা ঠিক ঠিকানা আসেনি আমারে কো আচ্ছা রে ও মোর আসল কথা তো কইতামও ভুলি গেছি ও তোরা শুটকি নো আমার ফুয়ারে নিয়া দিলাই বাই I wonder if he was serious about the food or he just used me for the shutki. Anyway, been out all day, gonna get some rest now, so see you in a few hours.
6 hours later.
So it's a few hours later, I had my feast and went to sleep for a bit, and as you can see it's 2:15 at night and my flight from Sylhet is at 6 in the morning. By the way, I travelled really light, just got my backpack, and I really do hate the people that when going back decide to take any and everything with them.
হায় রে হায় প্রত্যেকবার কিলা 2-3 সুটকেস হয়ে যায় এবারের মাঝে লগে কুলবালিশ একটা
So after 4 months and a few weeks, it's time to leave Bangladesh and make my way to the airport. Ah, Pintu, I wish I could take you with me. এই পিন্টু আর না কতবার বুঝাইতাম আজকাল কো মানুষেরও ঢুকতে দেন না লন্ডন আর মুরুক তো বহুত বাদর কথা My flight from Sylhet was at 6 in the morning and I left my house at 3 o'clock. I really don't understand why Bangladesh Biman has to have these awkward times for flights. I mean, for me it's okay as I only live 20 minutes away from the airport, but for the people that live far, I really do feel sorry for them. Anyway, as you can see, I got to the airport really quickly. However, due to leaving early, I thought I will be one of the first ones here, but I was surprised to see all the passengers got here before me. And of course I had a few guys trying to make it look like they're the most helpful people on earth, but as you know, towards the end they always seem to ask for money. Anyway, got into the airport and there was a lot of people, so I had to wait around 40 minutes before I could check in. Okay, a few of my subscribers already know what happens next, but for the people that don't know, let me just quickly explain the evil that took place after the previous footage. A lot of my subscribers really wanted me to do a vlog of my journey back to UK, and as I was recording some footage, a police officer saw me. To keep the story short, the police officer took me to the side and called a few other security people, and they took my mobile and deleted all my videos. Yes, I know, it's so stupid, I don't really know what to say. By the way, the airport also kept my brand new kulbalish, but that's another story which I won't get into. Airport of Dhaka was also the same. In fact, I think in Bangladesh they don't allow you to record anything in any of their airports. I think I do know what the reason is, but I won't get into it. Anyway, as you can see, I did manage to record the plane taking off from Sylhet, so enjoy. I really did have one of the best times of my life this time in Bangladesh, and all credit and thanks is due to the one, the ever living, the most merciful, our creator Allah, as without his help none of this would have been possible. I pray to Allah that he protects the people of Bangladesh and also keeps them safe and sound. And to all the people that have been following me on this beautiful journey to my motherland, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really do hope my Bangladesh vlogs inspires people to go and visit this beautiful country of ours. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll end this video now with a few short time lapses of my plane taking off from Dhaka and landing in UK.